What is up, everyone? It is Jonathan here for this week's race for the FCRS Racing series at the Charlotte Roval. Yes, we did the Monday at Charlotte Roval, and we're going to be doing the Thursdays Xfinity cars at Charlotte Roval. Yes, you also seen it right. It's at nighttime as well. The infield is lit up enough to where we can see. It's just that doesn't have lights in it. But anyways, Wes Graham on the pole. Kyle Cleveland will start second. Kyle Carpenter third. David fourth. And Jonathan in fifth. For 40 laps here around Charlotte. As we get ready to go through the chicane. And here we go, green flag. We're racing at the Charlotte Roval. Wes Graham keeps the lead early. Everyone taking it easy through the first couple of turns. These cars are very slick on the first few laps. I'm back onto the NASCAR oval part. Now slamming on the brakes, going to the bus stop. As Orndorff spins around. Jonathan gets in there a little too deep and locks on the brakes and spins out, but keeps on going. Back up to the leaders, Wes Graham. Pulling away from Kyle Cleveland. This is a nice shot. Oh, I like that shot. That's an awesome shot there. Going through the part of that section there when you go up over the hill is a very tricky thing with these cars. They like to get very loose on braking, and it's a very tricky technical area when you just don't know if the car's going to spin out or not. It gets very light, and you got to be very careful with your braking in that part. You got to be careful with your braking anywhere, especially with this car. On to complete lap number 2, on to lap number 3. On board with Wes Graham going through the front stretch chicane. All right, now Wes Graham having a good start to this race. 3 laps in. 2 laps in on lap number 3. Pulling away from Kyle Cleveland and Kyle Carpenter. Wes is up in about 1.2 second lead. Let's go back to the guys here out back. Here got David in the 25. Has a good gap over Alex. Alex looks like he's already been in the wall already. Got some right front damage. See what Jonathan Orndorff is after that spin. It's caught back up to Robert in the 19 and the 36. Gage. Robert looked to the inside there of Gage. Nothing there. Trying to get past these two after spinning out early again, being a little aggressive early, and looks like he just kind of looped it around into that back straightaway bus stop there. Right now, at this point, looks like this is the closest battle we have. Gage is closing in on Alex there for the 5th position. On board with Gage here coming out of the infield onto the NASCAR oval. Again, 40 laps. You're going to have to make one pit stop in this race. And I'll say this. When you hit those turtles, you know, you think it's a fun thing. As it looks like, I wonder if Gad did get past Robert there. It looks like Robert, maybe he had an incident. Spun out somewhere. He's lost a lot of gap between with Jonathan and the rest of the field. So, as I wonder if it looks like he's going to try to get past the 36 here. Not move on, would move Jonathan to the 6th position if you get past Gage. Though Gage is looking to pass. Getting very closer to passing Alex there for the 5th position. Look, Alex is struggling to get the car to turn. He does has right front damage. Even though it's a road course, aero does matter at this kind of track, especially at the slow sections. So all the downforce is appreciative when you have that. Oh, Alex is going to go off the track and to cut the course. He will get a slowdown for that. And that's going to allow 36 of Gage and the 20 of Jonathan to get by. And now Gage is up to 5th. Jonathan up to 6th. Oh, Gage gets sideways off. That's turn number 4. Jonathan right there on the bumper. Trying to pressure him to make a mistake. And it looks like Jonathan will get by. And Jonathan will get by the 36 of Gage. And Jonathan will move back up to 5th where he started. I'm getting this race. We're on lap number 6 of 40. As we'll head back to the leader, Wes Graham. He's pulled away by 6 seconds over Kyle Carpenter, who now is in 2nd. Kyle Cleveland's in 3rd. Go back to Kyle Cleveland in that 3rd position, and all by him lonesome. One thing about covering road course racing is that we do get spread out very easily. Next week we'll be at Texas Motor Speedway, and I call this the good Texas Motor Speedway. Yes, the Legacy Texas, where worn out, regular banking, none of that nonsense racetrack we have today. Sorry, not sorry. It's I hate that. I hate the new track. It's the dumbest track ever. But we're gonna be at the old Texas Motor Speedway, and they're gonna be running hopefully everyone can run a patriotic kind of paint scheme. They can find one or make one. Kyle Cleveland's in that Big Red sponsored car today. He clips the dog or the turtles there. I don't think he got slowed down for that, because I think as long as you have two wheels on the other side, so should be okay there. But he really ramped over those turtles again. Hitting those turtles, if you hit them just right, you can make good speed, but you gotta hit them dead on. If you don't, the car will just jump right in the air, and you're losing more time trying to let the car recover from the hit than it actually doing any good for you. So you gotta be very careful how you hit those things. Go to Kyle Carpenter, who is in the second position, almost 8 seconds back of Wes Graham. Right here, that's Wes Graham going through the bus stop chicane here in the back straightaway. As he is in second position. Let's go to the fourth position driver, David, in that number 25 car, running fourth. He's about 6 seconds ahead of Jonathan. Like he made a slight contact to a wall because he's got some right front damage there. On board. I take it nice and easy through this part, turn 3 and 4 area. You can really get caught out here. This car is so light through that section. You feel like you're going to spin out every time you go through it, but somehow, some way, the car has grip. You don't know how, but it does. Oh, and speaking of hitting the wall, Jonathan whacks that inside wall trying to get it tight. And you think, how can you be that dumb to hit a wall like that? You'd be surprised how easy it is to hit a wall like that. Especially when you're trying to cut the turn as best you can so you have a better exit for the better entry for the next one. You can whack it. It's not that hard. So, as Jonathan whacks that wall there, it looks like it's no harm, no foul to the car. Hey, scrap paint, but for the most part. As we'll go back to this, it looks like this is the closest battle we have right now with the 36 gauge and the 19. Robert, who I do believe he did spin out in the infield, and that's why he lost a lot of that track position in time to these guys. But it looks like he's caught back up to Gage in the 36. Nice turn there for the 19. Just couldn't get to the power. As Gage is sideways through that turn. As he hangs on. Ten laps on lap number 10 of 40, and this is where the tires are starting to get really worn out. All right, for the first lap you're on ice just because the tires usually come up temp, and then about lap 10 to 12 is when you start feeling the fall off of these tires. They really start sliding around, so you have to take it easy for the most part until till you come in to pit stop. Again, we have one pit stop, which we're about halfway to pit stops in this race. But this battle is kind of spreading out a little bit here. Trying to see where he's at. There's Caleb in number 2. He's already 1 lap down. And at number 2, Dew Wipes Chevy. And we have Alex, who's also 1 lap down now, who had a good qualifying. He was up in 6th, but struggling now. Looks like he came in because that front damage is gone, so it looks like he has come in, at least got a fast repair, and but is now 1 lap down. You do see another driver there, Blaine, but he was not able to start the race. Oh, but that's why you see that number Blaine in the 18 car on the screen there, on the the ticker. I'm gonna say relative. I race a lot. All right, let's go back to Wes Graham. 12 laps into this race, on lap number 12, and Wes has put on a clinic so far in this race. Again, I want to talk about what's recently been going on with the channel quickly and why I haven't done broadcast in a while. Now, remember, I did miss the one race because of the duels. That was 100% scheduled. That was always going to happen. However, the week after, I've been having a lot of connection issues. I couldn't figure out why. I went through everything with internets and everything, trying to figure out what was causing my connection issue. And really, it came down to probably not being my connection at all. What I did was I just reset my graphic settings, and I don't know why, but that fixed the issue. All I do is go into settings and reconfigure everything, just reset everything for the monitor, and it fixed it. Don't ask me why, but it fixed it. And I'm pretty sure there's probably more to it, but I did that and it stopped it. So, but anyways, that is where I've been, and that's why you haven't seen the last couple weeks for Thursdays and also for Mondays as well, having those connection issues. But hopefully nothing else goes wrong from now on, and I am able to finish out this season. I was around the board of West Graham going into the back chicane bus stop, whatever you want to call it. Just making up this all the time in the world. He's got, let's see, as we go back around, West Graham is 10 seconds ahead of Kyle Carpenter, 21 seconds over Kyle Cleveland, and probably will be putting lap down Gage and Robert here in 7th and 6th here, probably here pretty soon. Doing a roughly about a minute and, him himself's doing roughly around minute 22, minute 23 seconds around here. So the next driver to be put a lap down is Gage in that 36. Which actually that means Robert did get past Gage, because Gage was ahead of Robert. Go back to that, see what's going on there. Yeah, there's Robert going out of the bus stop there, and there goes Gage into it. So something must have happened in that time frame. It's one thing when you get spread out, you kind of don't know what's going on for the most part. While we have a minute, I would like to have some feedback in these broadcasts. If you are watching them and say, hey, I can't hear this, I can hear that, let me know, because though I have things set up to see what is loud and not loud, doesn't mean it comes off, I'm going to say, clear for me. Like, I'm hearing it just fine, right? Like, I hear it just fine. Now, to you, it might be more muffled. Maybe it's not as loud. The car audio, whatever. Let me know in the comments if something needs to be changed, because to me, it sounds okay, but it may not sound good for you. And it may need to be adjusted so I know how to better suit everyone, right? Even if it is loud on my end. Robert in the 19 down the back straight again on lap number 14 of 40. We're getting pretty close to pit stops here. Another probably 5 laps or so. We'll just see some pit stops happening for one and only time in this race. Go back to Kyle Carpenter, who's in second, almost 11 seconds behind Wes Graham. Bring the bus stop in the back straight. He gets a little loose going in there. Hangs onto it. There's Kyle Cleveland in the background there, about to enter the bus stop. Here's Kyle Cleveland coming through the front chicane to the start-finish line. Number 16 of 40. Again, pit stops here soon. Go to Jonathan Orndorff here in the 4th position now. It looks like that Robert has... let's go to Robert, see what's happened to him. Got reports that he has pitted already. He is coming down pit road already to pit. So that moves Orndorff into the 4th position, while David is now back in 6th after pitting. There's the 19 of Robert. Is it Blue Rhino? It's the propane company. If I start naming sponsors, I'll probably mess them all up, so I shouldn't do that too much. And you think you're confused about sponsors every week? Wait until next week when we do the throwback not throwback, but patriotic thing, and everybody's pretty much everyone's in different paint schemes. Whoa, sideways is Robert coming through the bus stop. Hangs onto it. Here comes David in that 25 to make a pass on Robert through the chicane on the front straightaway. Looking inside and turn number 1. And David will take that position over. And we'll move back up to 5th position. Gage has gone down 1 lap. There he is right there. Wes Graham gets past him. Now Gage is down 1 lap in that 7th position. Once again, Wes Graham is putting on a clinic here, but we're getting close to pit stops. We'll see what happens If there's any mistakes on pit road that may shrink that gap, the gap is about 11 seconds to Kyle Carpenter. Some have already pitted, but we should see pit stops here pretty soon. There's Carpenter coming off the bank turn. Oh, kind of off the wall there a little bit. As he enters the, or exits the bus stop now. In third, Kyle Cleveland. Down the back straightaway, going into the bus stop as well. Let me know in the comments below. Do you call this a bus stop or just a chicane? Everyone has different names for every turn. Like the front straightaway, we call the front straight chicane just because it's, I don't know, I would consider it a bus stop because it doesn't look like a bus stop area sort of thing. Versus the back straightaway looks more like that. And if you're wondering, if you're new to NASCAR or new to racing and stuff, why would they call things bus stops and whatever? So if you've ever lived in a certain like city area where buses will pull up, they have a little notch that a bus will sit in, and they would make those kind of turns, like hairpin turns. You turn sharp. In this case, it'd be the opposite, but you turn hard left and then hard right, and then you park it right for people to get on, so the bus stays out of like the actual streets. So that's kind of where that notion comes up, bus stop. The narrative kind of came in. But everyone has their different names to things. Just could be called chicane, bus stops, whatever. I consider that a bus stop, right? I mean, the dang thing, you know, that's the racing service for the oval, and so now you're going off in that. That's why I call it bus stop. But either way, Kyle Cleveland in third still. We should start seeing pit stops here pretty soon for the front runners. Actually, as I'm speaking, here comes Kyle Cleveland in for his pit stop. Looks like Alex is already making his pit stop again, which is 2 laps down. Here comes Kyle Cleveland for, I would say, 4 tires and fuel. These tires are pretty worn out. See what happens as he comes on the pit road. Into his pit area. 4 tires. Let's say up on the left side. Or excuse me, right side. And yep, 4 tires and fuel. And he's off and away. Let's see where that puts him in order right now. Jonathan stays out, so he'll be third. Kyle only loses 1 position and will be in 4th. See what Jonathan Orner's doing here again. See if he comes in the pit here soon. As he's in third at this moment, but now because the pit cycles happen, see some people when they come in and not come in. The running order is going to be a little mixed up until pit cycles are complete. As here comes Orndorff, Jonathan Orndorff into pit for his 4 tires and fuel. See his pit stop for right now. Four tires and fuel. A little forward on his mark. Guys onto the left sides. 4 tires and fuel. And he is off and away. That would put him back to that 5th position. Because remember, David came in early. Looks like he'll drop into 6th position. But Robert still has to come in. Gage still has to come in as well. And also the leader, Wes Graham, has not pitted yet. That looks like he's gonna. I put Robert here. 1 lap down. Jonathan is 1 lap down right now, but he should be back on only lap once Wes comes in for his service. Should be any lap now that he'll come in. He's got such a big distance over 2nd place that he's got enough time to come in, get his service done, and still be the leader. See if he comes in this lap or the next. And there's actually Robert coming in for his service. It looks like Wes and Carpenter have not come in yet. So the top 2 have not come in yet. There's Robert for his pit stop. Goes up on the right sides. Let's see if he takes 4 tires as well. He does. 4 tires and fuel for the 19. He's off and away. So the front 2, Wes and Kyle Carpenter, have not pitted yet. Everyone else has been in for service. As far as I know, I don't think the 36 already been in, as well as Gage. So right now it's just Wes and Kyle Carpenter who are still waiting to pit. The field run could have been 32 laps, but you don't necessarily have to go to 32 laps. You're just trying to split up the difference as best you can. Of course, again, if you are the leader, as here comes Wes Graham, the leader, in for his pit stop. And Wes Graham coming down to pit road. We saw Orndorff go by. He'll get back in the lead lap, but Wes Graham in. Right side tires are on. Should be a 4 tire pit stop for him as well. Yep. Left sides are on. 4 tires and fuel for Wes Graham. He's off and away. Good pit stop. And he'll still be able to keep the lead, I believe. Let's see where everything lines out. Actually, no. That does put, as the ticker, that does put Carpenter in the lead for right now. So Carpenter has not come in quite yet. Again, still has to. Again, you could run about roughly 32 laps on a tank of fuel. But again, it's about tire management. If you wanted to go away 32 laps, you have to save a lot of tire just so you're not sliding around. It wouldn't make it a moot point, because if you're too slow on track, 2nd place, 3rd place, whatever, will just catch you easier. And then by the time you make your pit stop, you've already lost enough time to them. And again, he's staying out, Carpenter. And out 1 more lap. Right now we have 5 cars on the lead lap. The last car on the lap is Jonathan Orndorff. I'll just wait and see when Carpenter is going to make his pit stop. And as you can see already, West was about 13 seconds. It's about 13 seconds now, but at 12.9, he'll gain back on him on the fresh tires. That's why we'll see what when Carpenter comes in, so he can make up some difference on his fresh tires. Maybe what his plan is, and sometimes a lot of teams like to do this, is to go as long as they can and try to make up the difference on the tires. As here comes Carpenter, he's coming in for his pit stop on lap number 25. See what he's going to take. I'm assuming he'll probably take 4 tires here. And there goes Wes Graham. He'll take over the lead again. Carpenter comes in. He's going to take left side tires. Okay, that's a bold strategy. And off and away. Left side tires. Let's see if he can hang on to that, because usually the right sides are what wear the most. But left side tires, and he's off and away. He'll be in second. So, but I'm not sure if that's going to make a difference up trying to catch Wes now. As now Wes Graham is back to the lead. So right now, Wes Graham is your leader as the pit cycles have been completed. We'll go through the running order as of right now. So Wes is in first, Kyle Carpenter second, Kyle Cleveland third, David fourth, Jonathan in fifth, the last car on the lead lap. Robert in sixth, Gage in seventh, Caleb in eighth, Alex in ninth. Caleb and Alex 4 laps down. And as your running order, as of right now, lap 27 of 40. Wes doing a really good job here, just maintaining his gap and speed, not to overdrive the car, anything like that. Nice and smooth through the bus stop. Let's go to second place, Kyle Carpenter. On those left side tires. Hopefully he'll be able to not just keep second, but like just maintaining those tires. I'm pretty sure the right sides are going to be pretty worn out. Oh, got the 2 spinning. I get a good angle there. Oh, look out. Oh, what a, whoo, that was close. Trying to rejoin the track. Almost gets hit by the 77. But gets going again. Got front damage now on that number 2. Let's go to third place here. Kyle Cleveland, number 24. big red Chevy. Little sideways off turn number 4 there. Right now he's in third. Let's go to number 25 of David coming out of the infield onto the NASCAR portion. NASCAR oval portion. Been very consistent, running in the 4th position, even early for his pit stop, but is still running in that 4th position, jumping over those turtles. Jonathan Orndorff in that 5th position, number 20, Home Depot Chevy. I said I wasn't going to name sponsors, and here I am. Of course, these are sponsors to know. There's the 19 of Robert in the at 6th position, 1 lap down. Having a solid race. Gauges in the 36 STP. And entering the infield portion, 1 lap down. The 22 of Alex Reno. And the Duck Ford. He is 4 laps down. Got right front damage again. Probably coming off one of those turns. Mostly either. It's mostly going into coming out of the infield into onto NASCAR. Some point you probably hit the wall. As he allows the 25 to go by. It's not for position, just let him go by there. Let's make sure we got everyone all set. Let's go to Caleb. He just spawned, and actually he's looks like he is potentially done. Maybe I used his fast repair up at one point. So now he's sitting on pit road. Maybe just try and get all the damage he possibly can fixed up. As you see, Wes Graham back on the front straightaway. As we get to the line, 10 laps to go here at the Charlotte Roval. Wes slings that car around. Turns 3 and 4. This portion here is very tricky. If I can make a request for iRacing, can you please put the new layout so we can avoid that section? I'd appreciate it. Some people might not like that new layout, but I like it just because I don't deal with that turn. Down to the back straightaway. Into the bus stop. Wes goes again. He's got a 16-second lead over Kyle Carpenter. Looks like he's going to put Jonathan Orndorff 1 lap down again. First time was actually a pit stop, and got back on the lead lap for the pit cycle, but we'll probably catch him and pass him physically on the racetrack, put him 1 lap down. And he does that, that will only leave 4 cars on the lead lap. Comes Wes Graham right into the bumper of Orndorff there. Looks like Orndorff's going to let him go by. And Orndorff will be put 1 lap down, and Gage will be put down 2 laps. Well, now there's only 4 cars in the lead lap. As we are at 9 laps to go, coming to 8 to go. And I don't need Barney's help. I can read lap times. A lap counter, I guess you want to say. All right, let's see if we'll find any Orndorff there in that 5th position. 36 of Gage is going to let him go by. No battle position there, just going to let him go. As let's go back to the 2nd spot. There is Carpenter 17 seconds behind Wes Graham. And really, there's no battle for him or Kyle Cleveland. Kyle's just entering the turn 1. 45 seconds behind Wes Graham. David coming out of the bus stop or the chicane front stretch. Yeah. Oh, get it out of my mouth here at some point. Front stretch chicane. About a minute behind West, which means he's probably getting close to going a lap down. And then 4 seconds behind. So, yeah, he's getting close to getting put in a lap down here. As we're approaching the end of this race, right now everyone seems to be pretty much separate on the racetrack. So no really battles going on at this point in time. As Wes Graham is just putting it on the clinic here on the whole field, and 17 seconds ahead of Kyle Carpenter. And from what I think I heard this right, that this would be his first win of the season. Remember, I missed 2 weeks, so I don't. But I believe he didn't win the last 2 weeks, as I was thinking we talked about at the end of this race. So if he wins this, it would be his first win of the season. Had a good shot at Rockingham, but pit strategy there unfortunately led him to not be able to get that win. And other races were other guys were just better. But when it comes to road course racing and stock cars, Wes is a really good driver at it. In fact, during practice, him and Jonathan Orndorff, Wes was helping Orndorff help get around the track a little bit better so he could pick one more speed up, which helped, as you can tell, helped Jonathan really good being in 5th position. As we see the 22 of Alex. He has spun and gets going again. Wes Graham coming to the front chicane. As he will get to the line, there will be 5 laps to go at the start Roval. If I get everyone on screen here before the end of this race. So again, we'll go back to Carpenter, who's in second, as he'll get the 5 to go here. 36 of gauge goes wide. This is the front chicane, but 5 to go for Carpenter. There is Kyle Cleveland getting onto the front straightaway. Chicane. Even 5 laps to go for him. We're back to David in 25. He's entering the front chicane. For him to get 5 laps to go. Jonathan Owens already 1 lap down, so it's already 5 to go technically for him. There is Robert in the 19. He's actually entering the back straightaway. I believe. Yes, he is. There's Alex. There in 8th, 5 laps down. There's Gage coming onto the front straightaway here, which is, I believe, 2 laps down. And let's see, actually, Caleb did get back out. He's in 9th, 9 laps down. But it has been all Wes Graham in this race. Get back to the line. Here we'll have 3 laps to go, and has a 18-second lead over Kyle Carpenter. So 3 to go. Wes back into turn number 1. You can actually see who's right there in 3rd place coming out of the infield right there. That is Kyle Cleveland. That's how fast Wes Graham is, that he could potentially put down. Not only he's getting closer to David in the 25 car, so it could be putting him a lap down here anytime now. I think you just heard them on the NASCAR turn there. Yep, you saw him right there, the top left. So Wes Graham could be putting him down 1 lap before the end of this race, as Wes gets to the back straightaway into the bus stop. He'll get to the line. There'll be only 2 more laps. Front chicane. 2 laps to go at Charlotte. And he's right there, about to put down David for 1 lap. And David's going to let him go by. And that puts David 1 lap down. Shouldn't catch Kyle Cleveland as long as Kyle doesn't make any more mistakes. He should stand in the lead lap. So there's only 3 cars on the lead lap now. Wes Graham, Kyle Carpenter, and Kyle Cleveland. As Wes will get to the back side of the track here, going to the front straightaway. NASCAR banking 3 and 4. I didn't know this. They actually put the numbers on the walls for the road course thing. Didn't know they did that. But anyways, onto the front straightaway. White flag is out. One more lap to go here at Charlotte for Wes Graham. Turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Nice and smooth. I clipped the turtles a little bit there, but all good. Got a little short shoot here in the infield portion. Taking this uphill carousel. Nice and easy. Back to a little mini short shoot. Back onto the NASCAR oval. Down the back straightaway for the final time, into the bus stop for the final time. Nice and easy through there. And coming to the final front stretch chicane. Wes Graham put on a clinic. Dominate the whole race. Wes Graham is your winner at the Charlotte Roval. Wes Graham wins. Kyle Carpenter will be second. Kyle Cleveland will be third. David fourth. Jonathan Wonder fifth. Robert sixth. Gage in seventh. Alex in eighth. And Caleb in ninth. That is your final results here at Charlotte Roval. Once again, Wes Graham, dominant performance here at the Charlotte Roval. Leading all the laps. Well, not all the laps. When they pit stop there, Kyle Carpenter led some laps, but led all of the non-pit stop laps, I guess you want to say. Wes Graham will come around, do some celebration, mostly celebration donuts. Pit road here, as we'll watch that for a little bit. But again, guys, if you want to let me know in the comments below about the quality of audio and all that stuff, let me know so I can do some adjustments, as there's Carpenter coming around to congratulate Wes Graham on a great victory here at the Charlotte Roval at night. Which I liked it. Yeah, it was a little dark in the infield, but you could still see. It wasn't like you were like that blind or anything. Maybe, NASCAR, maybe SMI put real lights in the infield. Do a night race for real. Just a hint. Anyways, Wes Graham going around and is going to do some victory burnouts here. So congratulations once again goes to Wes Graham. And if you did like this video broadcast, make sure to hit that like button if you're new to this channel and want to see more of these broadcast races for the leagues. Consider subscribing, share this video with your friends, and make sure to hit that bell so you don't miss any of the new ones going forward. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you for next week's Monday and Thursday.